Okay. So this is a security lecture for NGIPS. My name is Ranjit, and I'm from Hind Networks. And basically, I'm gonna take you to the journey for the installing about the NGIPS as well as the 40 manager the FMC. Sorry. So it's basically like I'm gonna start with the lectures for today for NGIPS, FMCs as well as like couple of FTDs, and this is going to be my topology for the day. And you know that it's gonna be we're gonna follow this topology for the next lecture as well for the 4th of the October, where we're gonna start with the doing the WSA as well. So now in this topology, we have some FTDs, and basically it's kind of what we're gonna do. There are two tasks. The first one is gonna be like the doing the configurations of the NGIPS into the FMCs, and basically adding that and into the inline mode. Okay, so once we do that, then we can actually configure the policies and all everything for the user PC here, and so that it actually whenever it actually goes for the internet using the R13, we're gonna give them the access for the things, and if it's actually gonna do the intrusion preventions for it. Secondly, we're gonna have FTDs for making the the tunnels between the FTDs. So that's why we have a my LAN here is basically my internal network at my house, and it's basically gonna have that 192.168 series. So uh, just to make the lab faster for us to get access to, is I'm gonna put my management PCs, the Active Directory and FMCs, and all the management network is going to be on 192.168 1.0 series, and the rest of the network, of course, it's going to be into the 10 networks, that 10.2, 10.21, 2.21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and that's how we're going to stimulate the lab today. And let's start with that. Okay, so I have ready the FMC here with me. So in the exams, you're gonna have the registered devices. Okay, so to register a device. So basically, you'll be getting a license token for into the lab. Whenever you're gonna go for the lab, just check it out into the PD the the question series and question sets, and the inventory is given to you. That way you'll be getting to know that you might be having the licenses for the devices as well. So for example, if there's a license issues into the FMCs, you need to add some devices there. So just go and check into the lab. There has to be a license to go connected there. You will be having a smart software manager for the accounts given to you with the username password for it. So there you go and generate the tokens like how you do it for the regular basis if you have done any times. Um, it's just you need to generate a token, and then assign the license to here using the token here. Once you paste the token, your license for the FMC is gonna start working out, and that's how you're gonna complete your tasks into the exams. Since I and you might not have the licenses for the practice purposes, you're gonna go and start with the 90 days evaluation period for without registration. It's basically Cisco's giveaway for us to go ahead and practice, and see if you can actually pass a CCI for us. So that's where you can actually start with the 90 days evolution period without registration. Just click save, and it might take a little like a minute or something, and here you go. So we're gonna have the management at devices. Okay. Currently, it's actually nothing here. Okay, so it's actually gonna be like a blank page for us. Nothing to be there to deploy. So first thing we're gonna do is go to the NGIPS and start with the configurations purposes. Okay, so let me go to NGIPS. Okay, so when I'm going on to the NGIPS, I can actually take two, on the eve, I can actually take two ways the access for that. The first is telnet, and the second is using the, the VNC viewer. So basically, you can actually put the protocol for VNC and it will work. For my lab purposes, I have given the IP address 192.168.1.252 for NGIPS management side. Okay, so when I do that, the first thing I need to do is configure the manager. So let's go ahead and configure the manager. Configure manager, add. Then basically like you have to give the IP address for the FMC, which is 192.168.1.215. You can see it here, like just below FMC, that's an IP address. That's the FMC's IP address today. And for the next step is basically you need to use a registration key, which is actually a alphanumeric. It's like anything between 2 to 36. So if I use a Cisco in the lab, you cannot it will always be a Cisco like registration key for it. Okay, so like just use Cisco all in small letters and it should be fine. So once this is done, what you have to do is then go ahead and log like start with the configurations on the FMC. So let's go ahead on FMC and add the device. Okay, so like first you need to do is like go onto the devices tab. Uh, the first page, of course, it's gonna be in it's gonna be on overview dashboards. But what you have to do is go into devices and then add. Okay, so like I'm gonna start with that. Mm, okay. So this is going to be when you log in, this is going to be the first page you're going to get for an FMC. Using you'll be getting to know about the highlights of the software. So I'm using 7.3 today for this, and I think it should be good enough for like everybody today. Uh, let's go ahead and add a device. First, you need to go into devices, device management, click there, and it will actually take you to the page where we were basically previously there. Okay. So as of now, there is no groups assigned. I'm basically using view by groups, but there are other views as well for everything: model numbers, licenses, access control policies, version numbers. Everything is going to be there for it. Okay, so this FMC is basically backward compatible. So when I'm talking about backward compatibility, it's basically like anything which is less than 7.3, like the FTDs or the NGIPS, like if it is like less than 7.3 version, it will actually support that. However, if you're having an FMC which is 6.0 or something, and then basically adding an FTD or a NGIPS which is actually higher than the version, which is 6.6 or 6.3 or anything like that, that is not going to work for you. So the device is actually going to give you an error because like it's not front compatible, it's backward compatible for us. So just be cautious about that part. Just check it out. So let's start and go ahead and add the device. So first thing I'm going to go and do the IP address, which is 192.168.1.252. Sorry, 252. Let's confirm that. Yes, it's 252. Okay, so like the device name, display name, it's actually going to be NGIPS. Registration key, of course, like it's Cisco for us. So once we have done that, we should actually name group none. And however, we need to create a policy for us. Okay, so let's go ahead and create a policy, which is going to be NGIPS. And description is going to be like NGIPS inline, NGIPS inline. Okay, so for the base policy, it's like we're gonna go and do a block all traffic. We don't have any policies for none as of now. So let's go ahead and click save. It might take some time. Let's go ahead and see what we're gonna do. So once this policy is created, we gonna go and then basically start with the rest of the configuration. Then they start with the deployment of the NGIPS. Okay, so it's not that hard for us. Okay, so let's see, like access policy has been configured, the registration key has been configured. Name, of course, it's actually just however you need to configure, it's like that. So if I usually keep it in caps because it's actually kind of like easier to do things up. So let's see what else I can do. So basically, like you have the FTDs, but since this is not an FTD, you don't want to select that. Basically, it's just for the FTD purposes only. So just select nothing there, and you don't need anything else there. Just make sure that the transfer packets are basically there, like registered in that way, and then click register. It's gonna start adding the devices. Let's go ahead and check what like as a manager has successfully been configured there. Please make sure that the note like the registration keys has been required. Okay, so like manager is actually kind of like I'm talking about this. So let's see how things are gonna be. Okay, I cannot see anything here. Well, let's reload once. Let me see if like I can get anything in here. Not registered with Smart Cloud, right? But I have already done with the uh, evaluation. Come on, I have just added a device. Let me see if I can deploy something. I just started this yesterday and it actually was working fine for me. I've added the device and then basically like it's not showing up here. Let me just try it again. Like, let's go ahead, put the IP address. Okay, so NGIPS, registration key Cisco, group none. I have the policy created there, so like it should not be a problem. It should be there. Only firewall FTDs, virtual 7.0 and above. Performance trial is this, so that is okay. Let's go ahead and see the IPS. Then the device name IPS is already added onto the fire for. Okay, if it is already added, then why it's not showing up? Let's go ahead and check it out in the deployment history, like if I can find something. Oh, no records there. So, okay, I finally got one. I don't know why it was like that way. It's actually registration got completed for this and it's actually getting established. Yeah, it's green. That's a good sign for us, like for this. And now we can go ahead and start with the like deployment purposes. So let's go ahead and deploy that. Let's click on deploy, loading devices. I can click on the NGIPS and I can click deploy. It will actually start deploying the configurations, whichever I'm gonna do, and it's actually gonna make a sync between them so that whenever I can actually like make the configuration changes here, then basically like it's gonna be like then we can actually click the deploy and it will actually just paste the configurations there and actually make a sync that if the configuration is gonna be present there. So let's go and see like one is in pending. It started progress. Okay, that's a good sign. So once this is done, like our NGIPS might show us like a error or something in that way. Uh, then we're gonna go and because it's gonna be showing in that way is because like we have not configured any interfaces for us. So I have to configure the interface accordingly. Like I have to set up the internal as well as the external zones, and then we're gonna start with the the policy interface policies, inline modes of the internals, then basically like the external way, and then we're gonna go and configure the inline sets for us today. Let's see how things are gonna be for us today. So like integration is pending then, and as well like there's a lot of other things we're gonna do for us. Like once this is added, I'm gonna start with the configuration of the FTDs as well. So like once the NGIPS part of the things are complete, and if we have a time, we're gonna start with the FTDs as well, and then the next week we're gonna start with WSA. um, I have set up an AD server which is like 192.168.1.200, and I have configured it as cisco.com, which is basically like having a domain of cisco.com. It's kind of like a the DNS. Like I've configured some DNS like there, as well as like some things are gonna be like the we're gonna configure that as well, and like the LDAPs and all. We're gonna start integrating LDAPs and all into the future, like for whenever we're gonna start creating the realms and all for the WSAs as well as for uh, the FMCs as well. So let's see how things are gonna be for us in that. So like we're gonna start with that, and if we find any troubleshooting on the way, like we're gonna start doing that as well. So let's see. It's on 40%. Once it is done, we're gonna start with the policies for us. Okay, it's good. It got deployed. Let's go ahead and now start with the configurations. I'm getting two errors here, I guess. Deployment failed due to another deployment in progress. For this device, we try deployment. Okay, so let's see if this gets deployed. Okay, let's see, like if I can. Okay, it's still running. I guess it's like the with the transcript. It's still like running and it's in progress. Okay, by the time this is actually done, let's go ahead and add our like FTDs as well. Let's go ahead and start the configurations for FTD so that we don't waste times and we're gonna make sure that things happen forward for us. The password, the username is gonna be admin, and the password, since it's a fresh box, it's admin123, A capital admin123, and then we're gonna get a page. Here you're gonna go and set up the like FTDs for us. Hmm. My FMC went down, I guess. Let me check. It's present. Okay, it's back up. It should not take that much of time to do that. And I think I'm gonna roll back and then gonna start again. So let's see like how things are gonna be. If I just go and select this. Last resort for data disaster recovery, use rollback. Okay, policy deployed successfully. I guess it says applied successfully. Let's go and see. Okay, it got completed. That's a good sign. It got completed. So now we're gonna start with the configurations of NGIPS. Let's go and see. Now the first one is like NGIPS has two interfaces for us. The first one is G0 by 0, which is gonna be your external, and then basically like internal is gonna be G0 by 1. So we're gonna do that in way for this. Come on. Okay. So it's unlicensed. Of course, it is unlicensed because we have not used any license and all for us. Now let's go ahead and configure that. So you're gonna click onto that pencil sign onto the your extreme right, and this is where you're gonna land to. Like here you're gonna see the interfaces and like what zone are they currently in. Just go ahead and click onto the pencil sign again, like it's the edit sign for us. Now you can go and select your zones. So for the first interface, which is going to be your G0 by 0, it will actually label it as ETH1. So for me, that is going to be an external one. Okay, so let's go and configure that. You make sure that it is enabled and it's actually set it up as external here. And then basically save, click save. Now I'm gonna have since I'm having two externals, I need one to make one as internal. So I'm gonna start and go and give a security zone as internal. Make sure that it is enabled. Set as default inline set. Click save. Once this is done, we're gonna go into the next step, which is gonna be inline sets. Okay, here it is done. Then go ahead and go click on inline sets. Now I already have inline sets here, so but I need to change it in like that way. So um, let's see. Okay, I have that inline set. Let's remove that and if like you in the exam, if like you face if there is a default inline sets which is actually kind of missing, just go and click onto the interfaces here and then click add all. You will gonna be selecting that and then click OK. Once this is done, we need to go into the integration. So let's go ahead and check with the integration purpose. I cannot find that here. Okay, it's here. Okay. So in integrations, we need to go and add a realm. Okay, so other integrations.